Okay, in the last video we just finished putting the elastic through. You can do the drawstrings, like sew the drawstrings, really at any point, but this is a good time as any if you haven't done it yet. So we've cut out those drawstring pieces, so you've got two long pieces, and what you're going to do is you're going to press them pretty sides together. So you can see I've got the ugly side out, or the wrong side out. And I'm going to sew along the end of it. I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to stitch my way down here. And I think the pattern requests you to sew it at 3/8. 3/8 or 1/4, actually both will work. And here you can see I've sewed along that one end, pivoted, and I've gone down the other end. And you can just, if you wish, clip a little the excess of the corner, and that'll turn that a little bit more sharply when you turn it right right side out. So I've gone along, and at the end I've stopped about 2 inches before the end, and this is the end that has that notch that's just cut out so that I can match up with the other one. So I'm going to sew 2 of those. So here's the other one. So here are the 2 that I've sewn together, and I've got the 2 ends that I've left 2 inches open, and as you can see they both have that notch, and I'm going to overlap them. I'm going to place them pretty sides together, and I'm going to match those notches up. So that's what I've got here. Again, pretty sides together. You can see those notches are matching. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to sew along here about 1/4 of an inch or 3/8 away from the end. And I want to back tack on both sides. And for a little extra assurance, I thought it would be good to just use my pinking shears and go along that one side of it. But that was just an extra step. It's not actually requested on the pattern, so it's up to you if you want to do it. So I've turned them out, so the good sides out, and I've done that sewing. And once you've sewn those 2 ends together, this is basically what will happen. So here's one end on this side and one end on this side, and after I've sewn them, they almost want to curl with the, together, and that's that opening where I join them. And at this point I can take it to an iron, and I can actually press it with the raw ends folded in, and if I wish I could take it to a sewing machine and I can just do a straight stitch right over top of that, because that's going to get hidden inside the back of my waistband of my pajama pants, so no one's going to see that. So I'm going to use a safety pin on the end, just like I did with the elastic, and I'm going to feed it through one of my buttonholes until I come out the other end. Or you could put a safety pin on one end, feed it through that open in the back of the pants, and go around one side and come out one buttonhole. Put a safety pin on the other end, go in through that back opening, and go around the other side and come out the other buttonhole. Any way you do it, it's going to work. But here's that original request by the pattern manufacturer that has the buttonholes running parallel to the waist, and again, that's what we changed. So now ours are running perpendicular. So I think that the perpendicular is a little bit better. And so here's the perpendicular. Okay. Again, that way you can pull on it this way, and I just think it's a bit stronger. So these are the 2 ends. They're coming out the buttonholes, and it looks nice, neat, and tidy. You can see I've got a little bit of the edge stitching there, and that is the end of this video, because that's the first shot that we started with. Thanks for watching.